On a winter-like frigid day that's seen snow flurries scattered throughout Vermont, right here even at Mill River Union High School, we have playoff soccer action. Munger Region bringing it to you on Channel 15 and on the web at PEGTV.com. Mill River, the 4th seed, in those home white uniforms, dressed in the leggings and the long johns and the gloves, and they're taking on Stratton, a very athletic club, very good club actually, very dangerous club. One of those clubs that you really didn't want to play in the opening round, and this should be a dandy of a game. Coach Chabern yesterday spent a few minutes talking to me during intermission of the boys' varsity win in soccer, and he wants an up and down affair. Mooney will make the save and get the game underway with the game's first save, point blank shot right at the top of the box. An extremely short punt for McKenzie. That'll go out of bounds and be a short field. But he wants an up and down the field affair. He wants a scoring affair. He wants to make it a fun game, a fast game, and he's got a fast track for it. Yesterday's mud has turned into a very firm track out there, very firm ground with all the cold weather. It's only in the mid-30s right now at game time. No, actually 38. I guess it's a little higher than mid-30s, but in Mill River, looking to get that most recent, the last several years, bugaboo off their shoulders here of the opening round of the playoffs. Has been a problem for them, or the second round also, but they're looking to get off on a positive foot with a very young team. Only 2 seniors on the squad, both the captains, Ashley Robb and Caleb Plouffe. Other than that, underclassmen and a very good group. They need their confidence early, and they need to get the lead early, and they need to finish. They played many games where they've done everything extremely well, exactly right, but just couldn't get the finish. Up, and out of play. We'll have a goal kick coming up. So Stratton territorially with the pressure here early in the contest. 38-22 to go in the first half of soccer, and there are no ties. There is just soccer until you have a winner. If we end up regulation in a tie, we go to 10-minute overtime periods, goal and goal, which means first goal wins. If you go through, I think it's 3 overtime periods, and don't quote me on it, you go to the shootout, which happened here, I think it was 3 years ago, Montpelier and Mill River in the dark, played forever and ever and ever, and it went to a shootout. I will do the rosters as this game progresses. I will tell you there's a tremendously stiff wind to contend with on the field as well as up here in the booth, but I expect this to be just a Donnybrook of an affair. That's Rogstad, number 16 there for Mill River, and again, what a solid season Rogstad has had. If there's a difference in this team and teams of the last year or two for Mill River, it's that this team has got more people willing to shoot. Not that they get the finishes all the time, but they're willing to shoot. They handle the ball with very good foot skills, but they're tougher defensively. And right there's Rob running stride for stride down the field, and oh, that's what I meant by toughness. No whistle, no play, and that's playoff soccer. They'll let them be a little more physical, whether it's the boys or the girls. It's playoff time, and you see the bump by Rob, ball kept in bounds, and here comes Stratton in the blue uniforms. They'll look to the left-footed cross, and boy, they put it right on the money, and the shot never got away. He dribbles through the legs, and this kid could create a shot, up and just wide, and I mean just wide. And Colma took the shot, number 11 for Stratton. Again, the 4th seeded Mill River squad won the regular season MBL championship, and they're looking, this is Amanda Lee. And again, you see the toques, the hats, the leggings, the long johns. You can see the wind right there just completely knocked that ball down. Now, you can see the flag in the background, and I'll show you on corner kicks when we get one. I don't know who won the toss because I was chatting. I'm very wordy. Long-winded, actually, is what people say. But I have a feeling Mill River won and deferred the win. They want the win at their back in the second half. Right now they're kicking into the wind. And Day right here, Rebecca Day, number 5, their offensive catalyst, gets open, shot, up, and save at the other end. Appenzeller, Kelly Appenzeller, very athletic goalie in the warm-ups as I was watching her. And right there, very athletic move. Good shot by Day. I like the fact she took it down. And this is already starting to become an up and down the field affair. We've had a couple shots by Stratton, and then that first shot by Mill River, and we're only 4 minutes, 20 seconds into this soccer game. They're going to back her up. Oh, we had 2 balls on the field. You can't do that. That'll screw everybody up, including me. So Shelby Simpson will take the throw. Simpson, number 15, will get the ball in, and that was well marked. And this ball will roll all the way back past Holler. Holler will get in position, number 13. Get a foot on it, just pop it up a little bit and try to relieve the pressure to the edge of the circle. And now they'll send the other way. The overkick Day, and Stratton content just to dump the ball back in the midfield region. That's Kachupi, number 9. And she'll run around. They miskicked it, and Kachupi's coming out of the pack with the ball, and she'll leave it out offside. Osmer and Day, and they were chomping at the bit to get to that ball on that through ball, and it was a beautifully set up play by Kachupi. Now, I don't see her yet. Oh, you know why? I bet school's in session. But the ball girl, I thought, has done such an excellent job all season long, and I ran into Haley's dad, and he told me that that's Anna, the younger sister to Haley Kachupi, is the ball girl, and they all do a good job, but she's the one that I noticed kind of like to take charge, take the job real serious, get the job done, does a good job out there. And I finally have a name to put with the face of the excellent ball people here. And Rodenis coming in the game, and Rodenis, number 4, will take the throw. And there she is. And again, when I say a stiff wind, I mean it's a strong wind. Right there, you see the flag in the background, and you could see the ball just die on the throw. You got to take the loft out of the ball on the kicks and throws today, and put them more flat on the line drive just to get some kind of a counter act against the wind. And here comes a rush down the field the other way. There's a beautiful through ball, and kicked up, cleaned up by Lee. Comes out to the 30, 35, picked up by Kachupi, and Kachupi will go to the left foot up the sideline looking for Day. She's well marked. Day trying to go through the defensive marking there. Couldn't get around her, and they'll come off to Rob. Rob, with that quick burst of speed and that great acceleration she has, will earn the throw. And she'll take a majority of the throws today for the Minutemen. Coached, of course, by old Randy Chadburn out there in his 8th year. And what a program he has built. And he's done a great job developing soccer down here at Mill River. And that stayed in bounds. I think Day was looking to kick it off from the shins of the defender out of play, and it stayed in bounds. It just wouldn't cooperate. Or now it'll be touched to go out of bounds, and we'll have a blue throw coming up. As Simpson will lay it out there. Again, in the Stratton group, they're basically skiers. That's what the school function is. And that means they're athletic, that means they're fast, that means they played soccer. If you ski, you've usually played soccer. She'll get around the defense. One-on-one against Mooney coming in, and makes the last second move, and it's going to be a goal. Yeah, there's the call, and there's the goal. And that was a play where you saw the sweeper come out and gamble. And we'll have a goal for Stratton. And tell you, what made it was the last little patient move around Mooney. Stratton, the road team, the lower seed, will jump on top 1-0 on just a sweet move. Took advantage of the aggressive play defensively. I think the first goal is always important. Isn't that awful? I can't see your jersey number. That's your goal scorer. I just need her to turn around. That's why I'm keeping it on. I know where the ball is. I just want her to turn around so I can see your number. Oh, cooperate and turn around. Come on. Nope, she still won't turn around. Well, I'll have to come back down this way. Well, I got to remember she got the red bandana on. That's going to come all the way back. Mill River, again, they came up and gambled defensively, and the ball just, it's a hard track today. It's a fast surface, and right there's a good example of it. It'll be knocked down in the middle of the field. So that takes some of that pump out of the crowd here that was really up for this opening start. And Day will turn wheel, and again, like I said, Coach Chadburn said he wanted an up and down the field affair, a high scoring game, and I think he kind of wanted to be on top of that end of the deal, but he's down 1-0 and a lot of soccer left to go. Simpson will mark the ball. She won't take the kick. It'll be number 2 that will take the kick, and I'm just going to dig this up here. That's Riley, Amanda Riley. So Simpson and Riley will set the ball down, and they've got the wind of their back, and you would expect a better kick than that. Now it's short in the field for Mill River, and Holler will put it on net and be saved. Oh, as it was in that 5-hole, Appenzeller with the save, almost let it squirt through her legs and into the goal. That's off the head of the Stratton goal scorer, which is number 17. Okay, you give me a second and I can put a name with that person now. What happens is my eyes are watering from the wind blowing in the window. It's cold even for the old guy up here running the camera. Ball down, up, and they got a break. They got the numbers. We've actually got numbers advantage right now. Osmer can't hear the footsteps coming up from behind. She'll circle around and she'll get the ball. Great job by Stratton making up a lot of distance, and that's going to be toward the inline, but die on the grass, not make it there. Osmer will come back up with the ball and use her body as a wedge. She wants to turn the corner, lost it out of bounds. Bierman, Lizzie Bierman is the goal scorer, number 17 for Stratton. She's given Stratton the 1-0 lead here over Mill River. Again, I know Mill River's had success in the past in the playoffs, but in the last few years they've had very bitter experiences in the playoffs. And Rogstad will get there, and that ball will go side out, and Simpson will take the throw. And off from Blue's foot, they're going to call it the other way, so Rob will take the throw, as everybody knew what was going on except for me. There we go. So Rob will look for Osborne. Osborne, who's been a pleasant surprise her first year of varsity ball, has done a great job being offensive. Puts the ball in there, shot, save, it'll be saved again. Boy, they had point blank range, and on Appenzeller, Kelly Appenzeller with quite the name, and there's the kick. They'll make it to the circle, through midfield and past midfield. And boy, right around, so there's that speed I was talking about that Stratton has. Now, Mill River's had a majority of their games where they've had the team speed, big advantage in team speed. You won't see them have that advantage today. Like I said, very athletic group from Stratton. Even though they don't specialize in soccer, they're more skiers. And if you're a skier, you're an athletic devil, and that's what they are. Day coming in, she's got the angle, the shot, and Appenzeller will make yet another save. She's now faced 7 shots, Appenzeller has, unofficially. We're at 29.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. Mill River down 1-0 on their home turf in the opening round, the playdowns. A Mill River win here today, and they'll be in the quarterfinals on a Saturday afternoon. But again, long way to go here. First things first. As Kachupi went left, went right, then brought it back down the middle of the field, and her kick, oh, they all got there, and Holler will be collided with. She'll get up slow, and she will be okay. She's tough, so Holler, 13. Knew there was going to be contact, held up, but still couldn't avoid it, and boy, I tell you right there, nice job by Michaela White. I want to just check myself, because I spent a whole game calling her the wrong name one time. I don't want to make that mistake again. That is Michaela Stone, so I did it again, and I apologize again. It's Michaela Stone, number 10. And I really don't know why I have such a problem with that. I can memorize every other player in the state of Vermont. It's that age thing. I'm getting to the point where I'm on the edge of middle age, not the good edge, the near edge. I'm on the far edge where you're getting into senior citizenship. Oh, AARP mails me stuff all the time. It's so discouraging. That'll be kicked side out, and we'll have a blue throw. 1-0 as the score. Stratton with the leader in Mill River Union High School on Munger Vision, on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports, and also on the web at PEGTV.com. You can go there and click on either Streamline Video or Video on Demand, follow the instructions. Oh, and Holler just took one to the face, so she's gotten collided with, and then she took a ball to the face, and she's having herself a very memorable opening 12 minutes of soccer, playoff soccer, in her first year of varsity ball, because she's getting the crap beat out of her out there. Day and company. The other thing that Mill River's got to do, even though they're trailing, is stay patient. You're doing everything very well. You're getting the ball through the middle of the field. You're getting some real good shots on net. You're getting a lot of touches in the offensive zone in the 18. Just, you know, don't get panicky. Be patient. 27.5 minutes to go in this first half of soccer action. Again, it's playoff soccer. It's tournament soccer, so there'll be no ties. We play until somebody wins. And here comes Beerworth down the far side. She's got 1 goal. She's got speed too. They got to make the adjustment for that, and she'll kick it up and over the crossbar this time. She pulled past the first defender and just lifted the shot. So Lizzie Bierman, I think I called her Beerworth by mistake, thinking of John. It's Bierman. Mooney will come out, receive the ball. She'll set it down for Lee. So Amanda Lee with her winter apparel on here, getting set for the kick. And she'll get underneath the ball, and that wind just knocking it down, making a short field for Mill River to defend. Oh, and again, see that speed? They'll get the ball, and that's going to be something they're going to make an adjustment for. That's going to change your angle of attack when you have a team that is equal to speed-wise with you or faster than you are. Plouffe trying to take the ball away, couldn't control it. It'll go in the corner. Rogstad with Bierman there, and Bierman will get the ball, reverse the dribble, bring it around, take the push. He'll let him play through. He'll come to Lee. She'll just pooch it up to Kachupi. Kachupi down to the outside. Will go to the left foot, nurse it forward, and hook up with Day in the middle of the field. Day will make the move, and Day's got some turf. 5 yards, 10 yards, 15, 20, and she'll bring it down now And boy, come to an abrupt halt. And boy, they are literally holding her and no call on the play. She'll slide the ball through and get it to Osmer. Osmer stepped on the ball on a reversal and will bring it back to Rob. Rob will chase it down and pass one a tad bit further than what she had anticipated. There's Rob taking the outside route. She can cross. Nope, that's going to be a corner. Should be a corner. Mill River will have a corner with 26 minutes to go in the first half, down by 1 goal. That was a well set up play all the way around by everybody in the Mill River uniforms that touched the ball. Oh, you know when you're calling a game and you can see your breath, you know this is playoff soccer weather, man. This is, I should have worn another jacket. Not only am I getting old, but when you get old, you get cold. Line drive, skips, pops up, headed, and ball still loose, still in there. And, oh, it's blocked in front. I don't know how it didn't happen, but it got blocked up in front, and somebody other than the goalie made a great save. We should have a tie game, but no, a tremendous save on the corner out in front, Mill River. That was Redenis with the touch, and that's going to come down to Plouffe, and Plouffe will put the brakes on, have the ball taken off her foot, to land on the edge of the circle on the offensive side of the field for Stratton. Stratton in the blue, they've got the early lead, 1-0. And they played well, and their goalie, who's got a real cool name, Eppenzeller, has made some key saves, and that's going to go out of play. And again, that wind annoying Lee as she miskicked it, and she'll get possession of it. Now they're going to let the subs come in on a blue throw. They should. Okay, my tripod sunk down there. I had to crank it up a little bit. Oh, they got to call that. Yeah, Coach Chadburn wanted that called. As you'll see, Jen Holler again getting up, and now she's been decked, hit in the face with the ball, and had her shoe taken off. She is having quite the trifecta. And like I said, no knock on the officials, but if you watch soccer in Vermont for 13 years like me and called 1,000 games, you know for some reason they allow the game to be much more physical, men's and women's, in the playoff time. Not really sure why, but it is. And this is Jen Holler, I think, would agree with me. It's going to be Redenis sliding over to the corner, and that ball will stay in play, and that ball's still going to stay in play, and that's going to come all the way across to Lee. She elected to kick the ball down the far side. Mooney could have played it, and Kachupi will be called for the tackle. That could have gone as a no call. It's a good call. I'll give him a break on that one. But a great spot on the field with 23.5 minutes to go in the first half for Stratton right here. This is a good distance away from the goal. This gives you enough room to actually do something with the kick, because you can be too close. And it's been, you know, it's early. Like I said, 23.5 minutes ago, but I can feel the tension. Look at that. Mooney will get there at the last second, as number 11 bearing in on her was Christy Coma. But you can feel the tension in the Mill River side as they're down to 1 goal. And like I said, they're doing a lot of things well. They just got to stay patient and not get frustrated. And I'm not sure. White throw. I am sure now. I heard the referee call white, and that was Rob there, and Rob just realizing she's going to get to throw the ball. And senior captain Rob will take the throw and get it down to Osmer. Osmer called off. They're looking for Day. Day's going to be instrumental in the success of Mill River today. Whether she just draws defenders to her and opens portions of the field up for the rest of the team, or she serves up a header, and a goal like that! Kachupi on a header was marked as tight as you could be. Day with a beautiful setup on the cross, and we're tied at 1. Kachupi didn't go straight up. She faded back to create space between her and the defender so she could get unmarked. And yeah, she should be getting some hugs and high fives. That was quite an athletic play, so Kachupi will make it a 1-1 game. And Coach Chadburn could get that offensive splurge of a game that he wants. As they have it 2-1, but it's 1-1. And JoJo usually better than that on the climb. Unless I missed a goal somewhere, I've got it as 1-1. So what a serve. See, Day is what I said. She's going to be instrumental, whether she's getting the assist or drawing the defense to her, opening other people up, or she's going to actually make the goals. But she is a key, very important key to Mill River. That's going to come in, and boy, at the last second, Plouffe decided she was going to take the kick. And that's going to be, I believe, Rogstad. I can't quite see her jersey over there, but they'll go out of bounds, and I think it was off from Rogstad, and we'll have a throw by Stratton, and they'll take it down right in front of the Mill River bench. You see they got their little tents built with the sidewalls down. It's It's windy, it's cold, and I tell you what, I really don't have an issue. I'd rather have this than hot weather. I'm not a hot weather guy. I love covering baseball and softball and Legion baseball and stuff, but usually it's just so hot and humid, it's just miserable. With the right jacket on, this is good stuff here. My camera doesn't really care for the heat either. You'd be surprised. People think cold is tough on a camera, and it is. Electronically and stuff. But heat is just as bad, if not worse, overheating the circuitry. Even on an antique camera like mine. So in a 1-1 soccer game, like I told you, this is going to be a dandy. We have Mill River tying it up on like a troopy header and day assist, and they're going to allow subs to come in. Now I got to crank my camera up a little bit. There we go. My camera's getting old like me. It's hard to get fixed like me. Once I break down, I can't get parts from you. I'm so outdated. Camera's the same way. The wind definitely caught that ball and took it out of bounds as we'll have a blue throw. Stratton scored first. They scored early. Mill River just kept pounding away, and then Rebecca Day on a one-on-one move brought the defender down in this near corner, got the angle on her where she could swivel her hips around and kick the cross over in front of the net to Kachupi. Kachupi created separation between her and her defensive mark, and then put a beautiful header into the net past Apple, and I gotta look at that name again, Appenzeller. That'll be one I'll have to work on for the goalie, Appenzeller. It's not hard to say, it's just hard to remember, because I want to say Applebee's because I'm hungry. But it's Appenzeller, and boy, Floof's going to get called for that one. That was kind of aggressive. And I like Kayla, and that's okay if you get away with it, but that one I can't really give the ref too much lip about. That's a good call. And then we'll have the kick now in Stratton. You'll step into it. That was Simpson. No, actually, that was O'Reilly. Actually, I think it was just Riley. I'll have to look at my roster again, as I haven't quite got the memory thing down yet. Well, the whole day started off here with my setup. I have a power pack. I'm not running battery. I run AC power here. But I have a power pack, and it got wet yesterday during the boys' game. The rain came in the window here. And that's not cool for the equipment to get wet. But I got everything set up, and I couldn't get any power. My power pack was dead, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough batteries. And oh, I'm really, to be blunt, I was really screwed. And then I looked down, and the on button wasn't on. So after I checked it out with all these other outlets in the room I'm set up in, I realized the on button wasn't on, which A, makes you feel foolish, but I probably lost 10 or 11 minutes setup time because I didn't turn the on button on. And once I realized that was the issue and everything worked, big sigh of relief, a little bit of blush from being embarrassed, but a big sigh of relief that the power pack did work. And that's never happened. Usually, see, I don't shut it off. I just don't plug it and leave after a game, but somehow it got shut off. And you can see him marking Bierman on the corner. Bierman with the kick. Bierman's going to keep the ball bobbling around, juggled by Mooney, but we'll still have a 1-1 game. Bierman is somebody they better definitely mark up on out there. Down to Stratton, and again, they're in the circle. And the second half, the wind will be at Mill River's back, and believe me, that's going to make a big, big difference. They were looking for Day. She was marked. The kick was soft and never got to her. That's going to roll to an open spot on the field. Lee will come up from the sweeper position, and they'll just kick the ball around with 18 minutes straight up to go here in this first half of action. We got a 1-1 game. And you know as well as I do, if you're the lower seed on the road, the longer you either are tied or have the lead, the longer you hang around in the game, the more, that's Carrera with the ball, the more you feel confident, the more the home team feels pressure. And boy, it's tough to play tight. And Day, she actually just lost her footing and slipped. Day had nothing to do with it. She actually lifted her hands up to show the official there was separation there. Boy, they let them play more physical, and then they call ticky-tack stuff like that. Here comes Carrera, and now they got to call that. She got tripped. That's not because I'm a home fan, but she got tripped. And we'll have a kick, and this is a tough spot right here because you take the 10 yards that the wall's got to be built back defensively from the kick. She's going to be at the 25-yard line, and they're going to run Dake, Troopy, and Ploof there to see which one actually makes the kick. But you don't have a lot of space to work with, but as far as lofting the ball up to the net or drilling it over the top to the net. There's the fake, and it's going to be Day. Yeah, see, she didn't really have a lot there to work with. She was too close to the net. So we'll stay tied at 1 with 17 minutes to go before halftime. I had to get my new Tic Tacs in my mouth there. That's what the little hesitation was. Wasn't stuttering. Not yet. Not that cold yet. Jerry Munger bringing you Mill River soccer action all season long. I'd like to thank the Mill River community, right from the athletic director to the coaches to the players to the fans to the parents to the teachers to the everybody that lets me come and do the games and then put them on channel 15 TV and also on the internet at PEGTV.com. Yeah, it's going to be a white throw, and I think what happened was the ball, if she kicks it, what I think happened was the ball wasn't out of bounds. She picked it up with her hands in the playing field. But if she picks it up and throws it, then she was just out of bounds. If she kicks it, it was a foul. Yeah, and it was. That's what happened. The ball hadn't left the playing field, and the Stratton player picked the ball up with her hands, and that's what it's resulted in this corner for Mill River. That never got in, never got enough height. That was tough with the wind anyways. And will that be out of bounds? That will be out of bounds. We should have a white throw, and it'll be taken by Ashley Robb. Robb will get it in today, works it to Osmer. Osmer will turn fire, kick, block, comes out, the Plouffe will settle, and just bring it on a nice little pass out to Robb. She'll step into it, drill it, and be wide. I like the play, though. They ran it up high like that. I like that a lot. As Appenzeller in net, seen a lot of shots already with 15 minutes to go. In the first half, we played 25 minutes of soccer, and we've got a 1-1 game. Oh, nice attack of the ball. Plouffe stepped in front, attacked the ball, got it off the head. Nobody could chase it down. And we'll have the throw by Simpson. I believe she's going to stay in play. Yeah, they're just waiting for the subs to clear, and now it will be Simpson taking the throw. They put a defender on the ball in Carrera, and that's a new little wrinkle. Usually don't see that from Coach Chadburn. And Day had it off the end of her toe. Defender will fall down, and she's slow to get up, and they got to let her play through. That's going to come up. Oh, that was well marked. They had Carrera standing in a sweet spot, and they just couldn't get her the ball. And I think it was Simpson, yeah, that just getting up slow off the ground, but she's going to be okay and stay in. And Robb will take the throw now, Ashley Robb. Boy, and that wind again really wreaking havoc with the throws and the kicks here as Day will ricochet it around and slides it out front. Oh, nobody there in a white jersey. We got a corner. Stratton will take a corner on that because that should have been goal number 2 right there. Tell you, Appenzeller really playing some high. So we take the kick now in the corner. Mill River again putting a lot of pressure on offensively here as this first half progressed. Remember, Stratton had to play territorially in their favor, and that's going to be toward the net, and can they get a foot on it? No, that's a couple of headers now directed toward the net that just haven't happened for whatever reason, and that's going to be staying in the box, settled down. Day can't get to it. They'll clean it up. They'll come out the box for a second, be put right back in by Mill River, and Stratton scrambling around in their defense end will get the ball and make the move, and we got collision, and which way will this go? It should be a blue throw. And Bierman will give the ball off to a teammate, and they want her to back up. She's kind of close out there. And they'll move it back to Pearson. So Kelsey Pearson. Now I'm waiting. Yeah, because she's not taking a throw. It's a kick. All right, so they're going to have a kick, and it's not going to be Pearson. They switched people here. There was a foul called, not a throw. Again, that was one of the better kicks. Don't forget Stratton playing with the wind at their back. Well, she's got inside position, and she's got to take the ball with her. They'll come back to Day, and Day will turn, and a lot of people there. Day drew a crowd, and we got some push and shoving, and don't tell me they're going to call that on Day. Oh, my God. She should put her hands on her hips after that. Yeah, that's a terrible call. And it was called by the official standing at midfield. The official standing 10 yards from the plate didn't make that call, and Day, I mean, you got to tell you, oh, that was a terrible call. I'll end it at that. But they can't handcuff a home team with calls like that. So we will see now with 12 minutes to go in the half in a 1-1 game who's going to take the throw for, well, I have it as a blue throw. And that's what they've come up with also, as 25 came all the way across the field. Visnick, so Visnick will take the throw, number 25, and she'll go short because everything was marked long, and Visnick will just step up now and go over the top. And I think it was out of bounds. That is the call, so we'll be out of play, and we'll have a Mill River possession. They've chased the ball down, and Bagley will take the throw. Now, I haven't mentioned Bagley yet today, but there she is. She'll get the high lob down, and that'll be settled down by Visnick, and she found just enough of a space to get the ball. That's going to stay in bounds. That thing rode the mound on the crown down there and stayed in play. And again, you can see Stone getting position, number 10, and Bierman wants to cross. Bierman, and just wide. Will it go out of play? Will it be touched by a Mill River player? Will it become a corner? I'm waiting to see the indication, and I think they're saying goal kick. And that's what we'll have, and a good rush down the field by Stratton. And they scored first. So we're at 10:46 to go in the first half, and Amanda Lee will get into it and loft it. Again, I should mention, too, that not only can you watch it, sports and any other event, parades, talk shows, whatever, by going to the website, www.PEGTV.com, as we watch Simpson take the throw. And you can watch Channel 15, Channel 20, Channel 21, anywhere in the world on the internet. And also on Channel 15 itself on good old Comcast cable on your TV. But every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Tom Leopold, the program director, starts playing all the sports handed in for that week by whoever did it. It's not just me, so if you're turned off by me, there's other people now doing sports, and you can watch their sports if you don't like me. And I know who you are out there. I know there's a lot of you too. But you can also watch me by just muting it out. If you want to watch my better video work, you can just mute out the audio. But Saturdays at 4, you can start watching games of the week. Boy, Kachupi was manhandled there by Simpson. No whistle on the play. Day coming back. She was well marked as they're shadowing her. And then the kick will come down and squirt down in the offensive end. And Lee will come out and just get underneath the kick. And, yeah, she just wanted to do that right there. Put enough juice on it to get to midfield as they'll find a little space. Kachupi with the bump to Day. Day and Kachupi coming down. Oh, what a move by Day to the inside. And she's getting bumped in the box. And she's going to be ridden into the goalie. Step on the goalie. Trip over Appensweller. Yeah, see, they might as well, and Appensweller is going to be okay here. She just kind of got flat and ran over, but she's going to get up. Day, though, they had her jersey, they had her ponytail, they had her cleats. They needed a saddle the way they were riding her, but no foul called, no penalty shots coming up, nothing. It'll be just a kick coming up for Stratton, and they're going to get some attention for Kelly Appensweller as she's staying down as she was stepped on by Rebecca Day. About to resume play. We did have an injury timeout for Kelly Appensweller. She did leave the game. We have a new goalie out there, and of course, I do not know who she is because they've got the shirt over the jersey number, and I don't know who it is. There is no other goalie listed on the Stratton roster, so a very lengthy delay, and Bierman will skip over the defense. She had the game's first goal, number 17, and that's going to be Stone coming down and take the angle away. They still get the cross, very casual clear up in front, and now they'll just come up and sweep the ball up and out of play as that will be a blue throw, and they'll have Simpson come down, number 15. She'll just go for the short throw, and again, the wind a big factor here. Right now, Mill River playing into the teeth of the wind. In the second half, they'll have the wind to their back. And again, Stratton, early on, they got the goal within the first 5 minutes of the contest, the lead goal, the first goal of the game, but territorially they're able to keep the ball down and in play and keep pressure on Mackenzie Mooney, the goalie for Mill River. And then the Minutemen kind of settled down, got some good touches, got Rebecca Day the ball, and eventually it was Haley Kachupi with the header in the net that tied the game up at 1. There's been a couple near misses by Mill River and trying to take the lead, and that's Osmer with the ball, and she'll lose her balance and fall back. Hit the bump there on the rump and get up, and we'll have the ball go down the far side. Dave will watch it go out of play, and we'll have a blue throw right in front of the Stratton bench. We're down to 8 minutes to go in this first half of play. And again, in tournament soccer, if we end regulation in a tie, we play till we have a winner. There is no 2 10-minute overtime periods, and then everybody goes home. We play and play and play until we go to a shootout. And remember 3 years ago when Montpelier was here, and we did play to the shootout. That was Mackenzie Mooney's freshman year, actually. And that was the game that Courtney Chadburn dislocated her shoulder in the opening minutes of play. And we'll have the throw now. Simpson will take the throw. Coach Chadburn, like I said, wanted an up and down the field, wide open offensive style of game today. That's what he told me in the intermission of the boys game yesterday. And Bierman will come around, and nice job stepping over. That was Lee that came over after Rogstad had gotten beat, and they're going to call a goal kick coming up. So they'll mark the ball for Lee, and she's had to fight the wind here on her goal kicks, and they've been short kicks, which has been to the advantage of Stratton. They've been able to just navigate through a short field to get in on net and get another short kick, and this time Bierman will have the ball bounce over her. They'll come to Plouffe, and she's looking for her teammate, her fellow captain on that side, and couldn't make the connection. Again, Jen Hollard, I don't see her out there right now, but she's taking a beating here in this first half of play. Got roughed up pretty good and kept getting up off the turf, but she certainly realizes playoff soccer is a lot different than the regular season. It's going to roll to the far side, and it'll be picked up by Stratton. He'll settle the ball down, tried to punch it through. Plouffe will just sit there, kick it out, and it'll stay in play. Actually, it was right on that edge over there, and it stayed in a big high bounce from whoever to get control of it. They'll kick the ball up past Kachupi, and I think she actually did get a piece of it with the head and just slowed the ball down enough. And Stratton right now in Mill River just kind of battling back and forth in the middle of the field, and we'll have Ashley Robb take the throw. We're winding it down here in the first half of play with a 1-1 score. And again, Stratton, a team of very speedy athletes. A school up there that specializes in skiing, that's their big thing, but right now they've got a lot of speed out there on the field, and Mill River takes themselves out as two players collide with each other. That was Plouffe and Day, and the ball will roll into Mooney, and she had no traffic coming in on her, and she was able to just to casually scoop it up, and she'll get set for the punt now. And you can see the flag in the back, how it's blowing right into her face. The flag straight out, indicating which way the wind is going. Plouffe on the edge of the circle will just settle it down and then drill it to Kachupi, who will tow the ball up towards Day, and Day would get tripped up and grabbed a hold of her, and finally they'll call that. That's been going on all game long, pretty much unimpeded by the officials. Now they'll take the call on that. We'll have Lee jog down. Like I said, she's dressed for deer hunting. As you can see, she's got toque, tights, mittens, and good kick. She didn't hesitate, put her right to Day, turns, fires, and it didn't get through. Went off from Riley, up and saved. Riley, number 2, got in the way of the first shot, but the ball came off from her calf right back to Day, and she wasted no time. Oh, that's not a handball. That came up high around the shoulder, but certainly wasn't a handball, but they'll get called for it. We'll have a kick now for Stratton as we're winding it down to 4:53 to go in the half. And Stratton near midfield, about 10 yards shy, and they'll get the kick drilled in. And Bierman, number 17, will go to the corner with Lee. And boy, going to call a blue throw. That was a close play right there. And Bierman getting up a little bit slow. They've already lost Appenzeller, the goalie, starting goalie, to an injury. She definitely had a bloody nose, but other than that, she might have just been a little woozy from the contact with Day. Day was actually ridden into the goalie by the other Stratton player, and they're going to just lift the ball, send it forward. Plouffe will take the inside route, then use her body as a wedge against the player from Stratton. They couldn't get to it, and then Osberg coming back, and there's Holler, number 13, out there. So she is in the ball game. That's going to come in on Mooney, and she'll get down, close the 5-hole, make the scoop, bring it to this near side, and she'll take the punt now. Well, I think both coaches really have to be all right with the way the first half has went. Mill River they've generated a lot of shots. They just haven't had the finishes. And Stratton, for a road team, the lower seeds, played very well here at Mill River Union High School. With 3:46 to go in the first half, you're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV. And again, you can catch all Channel 15 sports on the web now at www.pegtv.com. Just go and click video on demand or streamline video and just follow the instructions. Even I can do that, and it's easy enough to do. And you can watch Channel 15 sports anywhere in the world on the internet. And you can also use that same website for emails, and you can go and tell them what a great job I'm doing on all the games and let my boss know that. If you're going to criticize me, then don't use the email for that. That's going to come back to the center of the field. Plouffe will settle it from the thigh to the foot and push the ball forward, and it's going to be picked up by Day. She overran the ball, and then she was double teamed on that play anyways. And getting a little 50-50 play. Since the injury timeout, the flow of the game has gotten a little more choppy than what we had earlier. Now, I don't know if that's an indication of a change in style of play by Stratton trying to protect the new goalie, or just the way the natural flow of the game became. But there's one over the top and down in the open field, and Amanda Lee in good position. We'll just let the ball come to her, and she let it settle, and she might have had time to let it actually settle and get a better kick. She'll slice it out of play, and we'll have a blue throw. Simpson, number 15, will come up, and she'll take the throw, and it'll be off from the foot of Robb out of bounds, and Simpson will move forward about 15 yards and take a shorter throw this time, and good mark, good defense by Plouffe, and that'll be a white throw now, and see if Robb will stay down there, and it will be Ashley Robb, one of the captains with the throw. Day will come back and get to the inside of the defender, trying to pass it around to Kachupi. Kachupi will put the brakes on, and again, that's her sister Anna Kachupi down there as the ball girl that we've seen doing good work all year. As we're down to 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. Play down soccer action. The winner will go on to the quarterfinals, and that, if it's Mill River, I'll have that game for you at a later date. Here comes Bierman, and she's cut off by Lee, and they're waiting for the ball to come down on the settle, and that should have been a handball, and they let them play through that. You see Mike Lee in the foreground on the stands there calling for a handball and didn't get it himself. Kachupi got hooked, and yeah, it's going to be a kick coming up for Mill River at about the 40-yard line, the football 40-yard line, and I'm looking for Lee, and here she comes. She'll take the kick. Low line drive, and on the kick it's going to come back out to Plouffe, and nobody really had good control of it. They're just kind of kicking the ball around now. There's time to settle and time to look and time to get a better kick by both teams, and they're rushing right now as we're down to 73 seconds to go before halftime. And Mill River, coached by Randy Chadburn, a 1978 graduate of Rutland High School, and been the coach here at Mill River for 8 years, and he's got both his daughters at Castleton State College now, making an impact on that soccer program. That ball will trickle toward the sideline. Simpson will get there, and with a little touch on the ball, it's going to be hammered now off from Stratton out of play, and Robb will have to put the brakes on. They want her to go back about 5 yards, and they're very, very particular about this, the officials are. 38 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get an attack here and get another score by the Minutemen. Kachupi toward the net, to the top of the box, and scooped up on the save. Osmer was coming in on the weak side unmarked, but the ball picked up by the goalie, and Bierman looking to get a little cherry picking here, looking to go back behind the defense on that long pass. They reacted to it nicely as we're down to 17 seconds and counting. Bagley, see Bagley going to the left, down to the right, and that ball should have been touched last by Stratton. I have it as a white throw. Nobody going to the ball at all right now, and we could actually run out of time while they decide who's going to take the throw, and that's what's going to happen. That's the horn. We've got a 1-1 game at the half between Mill River and Stratton in playoff action on Munger Vision. For the next 40 minutes of soccer, again, this is tournament soccer. We played, we have a winner. There'll be no ties at all. There'll just be golden goal, and then if we go through 3 overtimes, we'll go to the shootout, and we'll hopefully never get that far, but if we do, we'll explain that to you. You can see the team Blue Stratton, they scored first. We're tied at 1. They'll have the opening possession. The wind will be at Mill River's back here in the second half of play. Mackenzie Mooney in net at the other end of the field for Mill River, as Haley Kachupi got the goal for the Minutemen that tied the game up. Other than that, not a lot to report on. The weather has held out. It's chilly, it's windy, but it hasn't snowed or rained like it did during the boys' game yesterday, which played pretty much in the downpours of the entire soccer game. Over with that 5-1 win yesterday over Lamoille. Congratulations, Coach Kevin Ratty and his boys varsity squad will have their quarterfinal game against Middlebury on Munger Vision on a later date on Channel 15. Plus, it'll also be on the web. And again, the first goal was important for Stratton, and in the second half, the first goal will be important for either team here. Again, they'll get the ball to Dave from Rogstad. Dave with the reverse will bring it in, go to the left foot, and didn't get a lot of juice on the kick. It'll come back, and that's going to be Holler settling it down. Can't control it. They'll work the ball to the outside, Stratton. They'll dump it up, and it looks like it will roll and stay into play right near the front of the Mill River bench, more in front of JoJo Blenny, the clock keeper, and it's going to be Michaela Stone, number 10 over there. And I believe it was last touched by Bierman. I think we'll have a white throw, and I'm wrong as usual. We'll have a blue throw. Stratton will have it right in front of their bench area. Plouffe with the mark, and boy, she put a stop to the ball coming forward, and looking to go up over the top, and just getting there at the last second was Lee to clean it up and get the ball up near midfield, and on the roll it'll be just about to midfield. On the trail play, Bagley, number 3, came into play, and we have a player down. Looks like Kachupi's slow to get up behind the play for the Minutemen, and they have possession of the ball, and I don't understand why they didn't stop the play there, but that'll roll in, and you can see Riley, number 2, get to the ball, and she'll just hold it, work it, go to the outside. Osmer there defensively, and Kachupi down and not a very good sign, as I believe that's Katroopa. I think that's number 9 out there. And man, you don't want to speculate, but she is getting attention right now, and hopefully he'll come back and have some good news for you. So clock will stop with 38:34 to go in the second half of play, and Mill River all tied up with Stratton at 1-all. You can see her kind of hobbling off, but she is walking, and we'll have to wait and see if she'll come back into the ball game later on. It's going to be a kickoff. You'll see there'll be like a face-off in ice hockey. They'll drop the ball. It's Ashley Robb over there, number 23 in white, one of the co-captains for Mill River, as they're just checking, making sure the right number of players on the field. And no joke, boy, if you watch an MSHA football game, you have to count constantly, because they play with 9, 10, 12, 13 people on the field. Very seldom they ever have the right number when I was doing their game, so it is important for the official to count down here. And oh, we've got a whistle, and oh, they're going to go the other way with the call. Boy, no home cooking at all. Osmer gets up, a little attitude towards Simpson, and we'll have a kick coming up now for Stratton. A lot of jousting going on inside the 18, and the call went against Mill River, and that ball will now just trickle toward the outside, and it'll go out of play. Robb will get the throw, and she'll take the step, heave it, and look to go down in the corner. A little bit too strong for Osmer. Riley there. Osmer with the bounce, the ball, and the cross into the corner, and it'll be stopped by the goalie. And you know, I didn't get the name of the new goalie at halftime. Maybe I can work on that before the end of the game, but we'll stay tied at 1. And probably the last chance I'll get to do the promo spot for the really big show, number 13. That's a talent show fundraiser for the United Way of Rutland County at the Paramount Theater, November 1st, 7 o'clock. Is the start time, and tickets on sale now. You can either purchase them online through the Paramount or just go right down in person to the box office and get your tickets. But it features music, dancing, comedy. I mean, it's just a really good night of entertainment, and all the money raised, all the proceeds raised, go to the United Way of Rutland County. And if you just happen to miss it, it will be aired on Channel 15 throughout the month of November. And Sam Garuso, of course, is the MC of that. And it's videotaped very well. I know the guy personally that shoots the camera for that. Day with the move to the inside, shot and save! Oh, Osmer right there. If there was a rebound, good save. What a move. Spinning free by Day as she got free and got that foot into it and just about broke the tie. This is Rockstadt with the ball. She'll send it through. A little bit too heavy on that pass, and it'll be popped up. 50-50 ball will go off from Plouffe's head and to come down to Rebecca Day. Day with a lot of space. They were really marking her tight, actually clutching and grabbing her in that first half, but she weaves her way open, up and over the top of the crossbar. So in the last 30 seconds, Rebecca Day has generated 2 good scoring chances for the number 4 seeded Minutemen. As we're down to 36 minutes left in regulation, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for Stratton. Like I said, it's a brisk day, it's a windy day, but this feels like playoff soccer action right here. None of that humidity like we had throughout most of the soccer season. Actually, until yesterday's boys game, I can't remember a cold day as far as any of the soccer games, boys or girls, here at Mill River this year. And speaking of some open turfs, a rare amount of time and space right there for Stratton to get the ball and work it down. And that's going to be Bierman going back, and on that slide kick, she got it but couldn't get it to a teammate. And now Plouffe going shoulder to shoulder, a little bumping and grinding there, and that will be up and stays in play. Now it'll cross, go out of play. Bagley will pick it up, number 3, and Bagley will take the throw, and she'll finish just about on the midfield stripe, and she'll go about a 10-yard throw. And that looks like Paige Carrera. It is Paige Carrera, number 8, into the ball game now for the Minutemen. Bagley again, number 3, with the white jersey on, with the throw going to Carrera. And just taken off her foot and kicked out of bounds. We'll have a Mill River throw. That was number 29 down there with the kick. That's Jackie Hernandez for Stratton, as they decide on who they're going to have come over. I thought it would be Rob, because she takes probably 90% of the throws, and it is Rob, number 23. They're on a spot on the field where she's strong enough to throw the ball into the box, and that's, well, she got to the edge, and they're going to keep possession on the trail. Plouffe coming in on the kick was marked well, didn't get any foot into the ball, and that's going to be brought back to Bagley. Bagley toward the inline with the left foot, will slide it through, sits there at the 7-yard line, and Day will make the steal, comes back to Plouffe, to Day, up ahead, the shot, on mark and saved. It was Carrera that took the shot. But Mill River just tickling down there, getting close to getting the goal. And we stay tied at 1. And wouldn't you know it, I don't know the new goalie's name, and she's seeing a ton of action out there. Rogstad right there defensively. Now Stone trying to get pull even as a counterattack by Bierman and Stratton, and that's going to be brought to the outside by Lee, and it must have stayed in play. I don't hear a whistle. The kick, and it's going to be soft coming in, and there's going to be Mooney as Bagley had the good mark on the Stratton player who was at the 7, looking to get a lot more foot on the ball. Mooney with the kick will have the wind to her back here in the second half. Gets it to midfield on the bounce, and that's where Paige Carrera will have it, and had her kick blocked by Hernandez. It'll go off from Plouffe and be followed up now by Mill River. That was Rogstad, I believe. Number 16 it was. I haven't seen Katrupi come back into the game yet since she left with that injury. Day on the turn. Day with the angle ahead of the defender. Up and got a hand on it. The header by Osmer will go wide and through the inline. Almost the tie-breaking goal right there is Mill River putting on some relentless pressure here in the second half. And that'll be resulting now in another goal kick. And again, something Coach Chadburn had talked about yesterday at intermission of the boys game with me was just keeping patient. His team's young and they get frustrated when they don't finish, but they're doing a lot of things well out there, and don't get away from what you're doing. You know, just stay patient and those finishes will start to come. And a little bumping and grinding there and a big collision. Rob will get up. She's tough. She'll walk it off and she'll take the throw, and that was an easy call. I'm surprised though it's a throw, not a foul. There's no kick coming up, but it will be a throw by Rob. And she'll get it down inside, and Carrera coming in, but never got a chance to get a foot on the ball. Plouffe will reach up and just swing the leg up and over, and Day through a double team. Day with the left foot will squirt it wide. And that will result in another goal kick. Tell you what, Rebecca Day getting her chances here. They have a mark on her, but she's just so clever with the ball, and she's strong. She's good size and strong. Athletic good size. She's got the ability to able to long legs, reach around the defender, steal the ball, and steer it around them. And she's had at least 4 shots here in the second half, and at least 5 shots in the first half. Of course, all unofficial stats, but when I'm all said and done, I'm usually pretty close. Osmer can't get through the defense to get to the ball. Osmer delivered the hit, ended up on her rump, and it'll become a white throw. So again, Rob and company have been down in the offensive zone for most of the second half. Headed up and toward the top of the arc on the kick, missed, and that'll give Mill River a chance to recuperate and come back to the ball. It'll roll all the way to this near side, and a white throw coming up, and Bagley has it. Will she take the throw? And yeah, she'll stay there and she'll take the throw. She'll go short with the throw. Everything long was marked and saved right on the red chalk. Picked back up by Bagley, lifted up and cleaned up. 7-yard line, never got any further, and that'll be brought down and controlled by Holler. Holler will turn wheel, get the kick in, and again, just scrambling around now in the defensive end is Stratton. They're just kicking the ball to relieve the pressure, not really with a true purpose or a mark to get it to. And Carrera, or the top of Day's foot, and Day might be catching her second wind here. She's kind of not dogging it, but she's kind of slowing down a little bit. And you got to kind of catch your breath now and then. She's had a lot of action here in the second half. We got a 1-1 playdown game. Winner goes on to the quarterfinals, and if it's Mill River, it'll be here Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and I'll be here and get that on tape for you. You can watch it on Channel 15 or on the internet at PEGTV.com. That ball will go through, and Day will pick it up right on the edge of the 18. There's that good acceleration she has, and on the turn, well played defensively. Day will get it, come back, and sends it up, and nothing there but blue jerseys. She'll follow up. She had a chance to launch it, brings it back around, and that got knocked down. Day relentless, and Paige Carrera. Oh, we got a whistle. What was it? Handball? Okay. I got a lot of help today. I like this up here. This is good. I get tunnel vision through the viewfinder. It's hard to see everything going on out there. It's not because I'm getting old. So a handball called, and that's against Mill River, and that'll give Stratton just a second of relief here, as again Mill River has just been pounding the ball down inside the 18, getting some real good chances on net, but yet we're tied at 1. And Stratton this year was not on the regular season schedule. Usually there is a regular season game between these two schools, and it's usually a dandy. Plouffe with the ball will just send it down to the open spot in the field, let Day run to it. Day looking to take the corner, or she'll spin, bring it back around, and can see she's using it just like a boxer with a reach advantage. She's tall, so she's got an advantage of keeping the ball away from the defender. Bagley coming up, a little miscommunication here. She'll hook, and that's going to be off the Stratton player. Carrera came in, popped it up in the air, and the grab and the save. That's what miscommunication does. No talking back there defensively by Stratton, and almost ends up being a goal for the Minutemen. It's been a long time since we've seen a counterattack by Stratton. Rogstad will be called for the nudge and the push, and the kick will be coming at just about the 30-yard line. Not a bad spot on the field at all to take the kick. And again, I haven't called her name a lot here in the second half, if at all, but Mackenzie Mooney in net for Mill River. As they just wait for the official to tell her it's good to go. This is Lathrop with the kick, and that's going to be to Mooney, and she'll short hop it and then land on top of it. And again, the wind knocked the ball down, and that's hard for the goalie to judge that with the wind situation out there. 28 minutes left in regulation, and we've still got a 1-1 game. Osmer will turn, and Osmer with a lot of speed likes to give the kick down through, and she overkicked her teammates on the support there, and we'll have the punt coming up for Stratton as that will land in the circle as they'll joust around for that 50-50 ball. Plouffe with 1 touch, 2 touches. Plouffe, I got away with a little push here. It'll come back, and Rogstad will just send a beautiful pass. It's a hard turf today. Unlike yesterday where it was soggy and muddy, the cold weather has really stiffened up the field, and that just took a bad bounce right there for Mill River. Bagley, she was looking to make the move to the outside. Hernandez played it well. That kick will slice and go out of play, and we should have a white throw. So yeah, we will have a white throw. They just have substitutions coming in right now for Mill River. And it looks like Rodenis. I believe that's number 4. That'll be Rodenis coming in, number 4 for Mill River. And it'll go off from Rodenis' toe out of bounds. Again, you can see them all coming in with the toques and the long sleeves and the mittens. It is a nippy day here at Mill River. And illegal throw. Yeah, picked the back foot up. Hernandez called for the throw. Violation, and that'll give Mill River back the ball right at the spot of the whistle, and that'll be Bagley picking it up, number 3. Now, don't forget, Bagley had some experience this year. She played goalie against Otter Valley and got the shutout win. And, boy, she threw that like a goalie right there. That'll go out of play, and we'll have a blue throw. And just picking on her, of course, no harm intended. And we'll have Hernandez pick it up, and she'll get set to take the throw. And that'll roll past to Rogstad, and boy, she watched it, and it'll go out of bounds, and Dave Dunges will say Mill River ball, and now Kachupi will come in for Osmer. So Kachupi, whatever was broke, they fixed it, and she's back out there for Mill River. She's got Mill River's goal on a header, on a serve, on a cross from Rebecca Day, and Ashley Robb, number 23, getting set to put the ball into play for Mill River. She'll get that good running start and that momentum on that heave, and it'll go off from Rodenis out of play. Oh, they're going to go white throw. Okay, so stay with Mill River. So Rob will pick it up. There was some confusion, not only up here by me, but also on the field. I love to watch Mike Lee on the top of the bleachers during a game. He is extremely animated. He makes most of the calls that the officials miss out there. I'll zoom in on him in a second, but he's right into the game, believe me. Day looking for the go-ahead serve off the post. Oh, she put a little touch on it, trying to float it in, and it went off the post and back out, and we stayed tied, and then the blow delivered by Holler, she'll get back up, get into the play, and there's the race down the far side as they'll sprint into the offensive end for Stratton. Rogstad with the mark on Bierman, and that ball, well, what a pass. That was about 100 miles an hour and 10 feet. Bierman with the left foot up and off the crossbar. Each team has hit a post in the crossbar, and we're still tied at 1. That'll get cleared out to the 18. Bierman again, and boy, she'll take the shot and it'll be out of play. What great action. Oh, what a sequence of action. We had a post on one and a crossbar on the other, and we're tied at 1 with 24:47 to go. Hey, how you doing, Rob? And we'll have Lee now take the kick for the Minutemen. Each team with a chance to take the lead, and it was just inches either way. But it's been a good matchup for Mill River today. winner will have a Saturday afternoon game at 3 o'clock. If it's Mill River, I'll be here, and it'll be on PEGTV. And that's Mooney with the grab, kind of. She'll get over, scramble, pick the ball up, land on it, and she'll take the kick now. Good weather for soccer. Nice brisk day to play. That'll be set down at midfield on the bounce. Goes off from the head of Simpson toward the sideline out of play. And we'll have Mill River take the throw. Kachupi back in from the injury will get involved immediately and get the ball to Day. Day on an outside corner will take the edge and send the ball out to Riley. Number 2 got there and got in the way of the pass. There's the follow-up and, never got in on the goalie. That's up, and over. Hits the football crossbar. It'll be out of play. Boy, right idea. They tried just to put a little touch on it like a pitching wedge and lift it up over the top of the goalie. 23-38 in regulation. We got to start saying regulation because this has got the makings of one of those long afternoons here like we had a couple years ago with Montpelier. And so Stratton, in case you're just turning on the set, is in the blue uniforms. They scored first. It was Bierman that got the goal, Lizzie Bierman, and then Kachupi with the tying goal on the header. And you could see how tough Plouffe was right there. She took the ball to the face, just blinked once, and got right back into the play and kicked it out of bounds. And should be a goal kick coming up for Stratton now, and that's what they'll do. They'll have the goal kick for Stratton.
Mill River wins. The girls' game will be at 11 o'clock Saturday.
Okay, so we got correction. We got Rob Black, the athletic director here, saying a Mill River win, and they'll move it up from a 3 o'clock start to an 11 o'clock start on Saturday. And I like that a lot better. So we'll go with 11 o'clock start time. For the winner of if it's Mill River, it's 11 o'clock on Saturday. That gives you no excuse now not to get here, fill the stands up, and watch playoff soccer action down in North Clarendon, Vermont at Mill River Union High School. And you can watch the game live, then go home and watch it again on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. And that ball will slide through Mooney. It was Lee actually stepped up, got the kick to Redenis. Redenis with the settle, and Redenis with a few dribbles pushes the ball forward. Redenis trying to take the outside route, got cut off from the ball. That'll just be lifted, and a 50-50 ball. Rogstad a little bit short on the jump, and that ball will be pushed back down toward Lee. She'll step up and just give it a good solid kick. Day went hard off her foot, came back into a crowd in the middle of the field, and Rogstad will work it to the outside. Now she'll link up with Redenis. Redenis with some turf elects to take the kick, gets it to Day. Nice foot trap, locates the ball, and there should be no call, and there wasn't. And Day taking advantage of it, and Day will swing to the inside, got the position, there's the cross, and just missed hooking up with Bagley. They went far post, and Bagley just inches from getting there on the ball. We're at 21:33 to go in the second half. All the scoring taking place in the first half of play. Again, congratulations to the Mill River Minutemen boys varsity team as they defeated Lamoille yesterday 5-1. They'll advance to the quarterfinals. That will be here Friday at 3 o'clock. And again, I'll be here for Channel 15 Sports with that coverage. And a big bump, and that's taking them off the ball the hard way right there. That was Plouffe taking off the ball. And that's Michaela Stone, number 10. So you get back into position defensively. They want to know where Bierman is. She's very good with the ball. A ton of speed also. And she's trying to take the corner. There's the help defense, and I think we have a corner. Yeah, I got a corner indicated and a corner coming up for Stratton. And I believe it's the first corner of the second half for either side. But it'll be Stratton serving the ball up with Bierman, number 17, going over. And you see the flag when she gets through the flag, how the wind's kind of whipping around it. It definitely is a factor in the play. And we'll have Caroline Berry actually take the kick, number 24. So Berry with the ball in position, set for the kick on the corner. We're 30 seconds away from the midway point of the second half, and that ball's laying at the 7, laying in there, and the kick got blocked up front by a defender, never got through. It'll be cleaned up and cleared now, and we'll have a blue throw at about the 25-yard line. As Hernandez, 29, will get there and get set. Everybody kind of getting up slowly after that big collision in front of the goalie, Mooney. You can see Ashley Robb had a piece of the ball, just couldn't control it. Now she'll go to the outside, and that's going to come in on Lee. She'll settle, and Lee will take it off from the shoulder, knock it down. She might have been better off to let it go through to the goalie and take the goal kick. Hernandez to Day. Day with some turf, wanted to go long distance cross field diagonally to Osmer. Osmer on the ground will be followed up by Robb. Good play in the middle of the field. You can see, boy, the clean play, the physical play though, but the intensity out there by both sides in a 1-1 playdown game. Plouffe overran the play. They'll just bring it back to the side. Redenis got in from the back check, and you can see her take the angle, trying to steer it back to the inside. Nice help coming up by Plouffe, and then a touch by Redenis. And boy, they've had possession for almost, what, about 15 seconds there and haven't gotten further than 10 feet in the middle of the field. And Osmer, with that speed, makes the move to the inside. Ball will be kicked off her foot, go to the outside edge. And will it stay in play? Yes, it will. And again, you're watching playoff soccer action on PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. Plouffe with the kick hits the deck, and it'll be off from Plouffe out of bounds. And Simpson, number 15 in blue, will take the throw. She'll have to wait a second as they have substitutions coming into the ball game. And we're at the 18:44 mark to go 1-1 in the second half. And then, like I said, these two teams, they didn't play a regular season game this year, but when they do play, it's usually a barn burner of a game. It was 2 seasons ago that I had the 4-3 finish here. Mill River had a 3-0 lead disappear, 3-3 game, and then they got the go-ahead, or the winning goal eventually, very late in that ball game. But these two schools really match up. A lot of team speed out there on the field. Redenis with the lean and will lose her balance, go out of bounds, and he'll be Robb with the throw, just right on the edge of the bleachers. And Ashley Robb, one of the 2 seniors, one of the captains out there, got the ball into Osborne. She drilled the pass today. She got the foot up to get a piece of it, couldn't control it. And that'll be up toward Robb, and she'll just split the defense, go through the 2 defensive players up underneath, and picked up by the goalie. And I got to believe that was communicated from the goalie forward, because that was kind of a risky play by the sweeper. And yeah, that was a good call. Yeah, hometown fan or not, that was a good call. If you wouldn't have called it, I would have been okay with it, but Plouffe with the left foot, and that'll roll out of bounds, and we'll have sub coming in for Stratton. They also have the throw, and they're just going to wait. They're basically going to be right at midfield when they let the ball fly, and it's going to be Caroline Berry, number 24, with the throw. Hernandez had been taking a lot of the throws, and now it'll be Berry's turn as Hernandez came in the field of play, trying to receive the ball. I'm telling you, Mill River did a good job of settling things down for opening 5 minutes. Territorially, oh, look at that, look at that. Mooney with the save. She'll lean to her left, come up with the save, and keep it tied at 1. Under 17 minutes now by 7 seconds. 16:53 the time of that save, and a head, a knee, and the ball will go backwards to go forwards. They'll just pop it up. They'll race to the 50-50 ball. That's Rogstad there. She'll head it to herself, and then she'll pop it up, and it goes about 10 yards in the air, and they're going to let it actually come down on the settle this time into Bagley, and Bagley wants to find Day. Her pass blocked. She'll get another foot on it. Rebecca Day will get it, number 5, and Day now, she'll make the move to the inside, keeps her balance, keeps the ball. There's help coming from the backside. Day pulling away, shot, and save with Osmer right there on the doorstep. And again, Day now with at least 5 shots in each half, getting her touches. She was assisted on the goal that was scored by Katrupi. And this is Day with the ball again. Oh, what a nice move as she brought it back around on the 360. Cuts to the inside, takes the shot, and she brought it high. Oh, she changed up, brought it high, elevated it up over the crossbar. We're at 15:50 to go in regulation. Good action today from Mill River Union High School. That will skip, roll, and there's the step up. Good job of putting pressure on and getting the ball down this into the field again. I believe it was Michaela Stone, number 10, that made the play. That's going to be Bagley, number 3, going to the outside edge. Actually takes it off the heel, kept possession, spits the defense, comes in and can't slide the ball through. Stone will go back. And Stone, again, able to use her body like a wedge, keep the defensive player off it, and will it stay in bounds? It does. He watches it, and Simpson will lose it. There's the ball set in front, knocked down. It's still in the box, and it'll be coming out today. She gets a foot on it, blocks it back down, and boy, Mill River's just got Stratton bottled up in the last 2.5, 3 minutes. Rogstad coming forward on the attack. Rogstad with the ball. Going to send it up through and through the inline. We'll have a goal kick, and catch my breath here on the substitution coming in for Stratton. Oh, it's been a dandy of a soccer game today. The regular season NVL champs, Mill River, in their home whites on their home turf. And pretty decent crowd. It's a nippy day out there. Oh, Osmer just a step late. Ball took a great bounce up over the leg of the defensive player. There's Holler with the 360 spin, and that's going to deflect off, go to Day. Day will bring it inside of Simpson, and just brought it too hard around, and came too far away from her to make the move. And we'll have Bagley take the throw in just a second here as we have subs coming in. It looks like Paige Carrera coming in, number 8 for Mill River, and that is Paige Carrera now coming in for the Minutemen. Day will take a breather with 14 left, 15 minutes, 14 minutes left in his second half. A well-deserved breather also for Day. Carrera, and she'll keep the ball in play and send it across. Touched up, the kick, Plouffe, off over the top. We got a corner coming up. Oh, again, the right idea. She just changed it up, put a little knuckleball in there. And a nice play of just tipping the ball up over the crossbar. So let me take a lean out the window here. Yeah, that's going to be served up. Looks like Robb down there, Ashley Robb. So Mill River with a golden opportunity to take the lead right here. As Robb, one of the captains, on the corner. And boy, I tell you what, that wind played havoc with that. Never got out in front of the net, just blew it back into the side of the net. So with 13 minutes to go, we'll have a goal kick by Stratton. As again, Mill River's had relentless pressure on Stratton here in this second half. And that's actually a pretty decent kick into the wind. Comes down to Rodenis. Rodenis able to hook it up with Osmer. Osmer will again bring that trap and that spin move back around the inside. And there's the step up by Rogstad. And she'll go to Carrera. Takes a bad bounce. Ball goes over her foot once. She gets it the second time. Comes forward. The kick and the save. All right, in position. Great job of playing the angle and making the save. And then a terrific kick afterwards. We'll get to midfield and beyond. And you can feel the tension not only out there on the field, but up here in the press box today as we have a good amount of people on hand. Usually it's very quiet up here. This is good. And again, they're just having it's Hernandez taking a breather, 29. That's the sub coming in right now for Stratton, and we'll have the throw by Mill River, or by Stratton. Mill River on the defense. That's going to be off Rodenis to Rogstad. They'll push it down, and they will link up with Osmer. Robb coming down. They've got the field spread. Robb coming forward and came hard off her foot to Plouffe with the header, and then they'll just panic and kick the ball up and out. That's going to be settled by Plouffe. She'll turn and really didn't get the juice on the ball she was looking for. This time it's there. It's onside to Osmer. She's going to bring it wide. She's trying to open up the right foot. There's the shot, and off the outside of the net we'll have a goal kick. Yeah, she brought it wide, trying to get an angle of more space there to get the shot off. And with 11.5 minutes to go, a very brief rest for Rebecca Day, a 2-minute break for her. And she'll be back in the game number 5. Oh, you knew this was going to be a tight one. That's going to be up and down, and Osmer following it up. That will come back, and Day will be a step late getting there, and that ball's going to roll to the sideline. And Robb will get it and skip around the defense. Nice job by Robb to keep the ball in play. And she'll take the contact roll, no whistle, and I think we'll have a white throw. Yeah, we'll have a white throw, and Robb will get up. She'll recover quickly from that crash, and she'll get set to take the throw. Again, she's strong enough to throw the ball into the box from this position on the field. And that's going to come in, and Day will save it on the inline. Wants to turn. And there's Osmer. Oh, she's got an opening. It never got in. Hit the stopper out in front. There's the follow-up. That's blocked. It'll come down. There's the settle, and it's Bagley bringing it back, and it's going to work to the outside. Bagley working hard. Can't get through. Good stacking of defense there. She just couldn't get through all 3 layers. Stone will come back, number 10 in white. Michaela Stone, and she'll just lay the ball out here for Holler. It'll skip between her legs, come all the way out to the middle of the field, and be picked up by Robb. Robb on the kick lost her balance. The ball was stopped up front. Robb staying down on the ground. I believe that's actually Robb on the turf still, and it is, and that'd be a tremendous loss right now for Mill River, and I'm not even sure what had happened. She kicked and her foot came up out underneath her, and man, let's hope for some good news when we get the trainer out there. It was Ashley Robb that was down and being looked at, and she is up now, and she's walking up on her own power, and we'll pick the game back up with 9:49 to go in regulation. 1-1 the score, and should be Mill River possession. I'll have to wait and see where they're going to spot the ball. Actually, I'm trying to locate the ball, which you wouldn't believe a ball that big is that hard to find. And I'm still looking for the ball. And I'm still looking for I see a ball now. Okay, but is that the ball? Yeah, Bagley will go over, and Bagley will take the throw. And what it appeared to be was that she went to kick the ball, and her foot came out underneath her. Now, I'm not sure if that's like an ankle turned or a knee or what, but you could see that she was up and walking, and that's always a good sign. So Osmer down to the corner, and she'll be cut off from getting the ball cleanly, and it'll be picked up by Stratton. And again, if you're just joining us, first of all, shame on you. You've missed a good soccer game. But second of all, I want to just identify the players out there. You've got Mill River in the home white, Stratton in their blues. It's going to come down to Day. The shot up and got it! Score! Day with the goal! Oh, that was a beauty of a kick, high upper corner. And it had just enough bend to come back inside the post, and it's 2-1 Mill River now. Day with 6 shots here in the second half, and the 6th one was a charmer. And it goes 2-1 Minutemen. They've had relentless pressure offensively on Stratton this whole second half, and they finally will punch it in and get the finish. 2-1 Mill River with 9:25 to go. And so their first lead of the ball game took a little, rounded off, took them 71 minutes to get their first lead of the ball game. Like I said, Dade's been getting her chances, and Stratton looking to respond now, bringing the ball down to the 18. It's on the outside of the box. That's Bagley there defensively. That will go out of play, and it will become a blue throw. So we'll have Stratton take the throw. This is Christy Coma, and she'll take it, and yeah, she's got the wind to contend with. She'll throw short because that wind is gusting out there. So Mill River in the 71th, about rounded off, 71 minutes into the ball game, will take their first lead at 2-1. Kick on line, that's going to come in and be wide. A Mooney will roll through the inline, and we should have a goal kick now. So Amanda Lee will get the ball marked for her, and she'll take the kick, and she's got the wind at her back here in the second half of play. And that clock now can't go fast enough for Coach Chadburn. It's down to 8:34. And you can see Lee again getting that good wind up, taking a little bit longer between the kicks now because they want that clock to keep ticking. You want to use as much of the clock as you can. You want to stay attacking. Absolutely want to stay attacking. That's going to roll to the edge. Bagley will get there, and that's going to stay in play to Osmer. Osmer with the settle, wants to make the move. Can't get past the defender. Will go backwards to go forwards, and that will become Mill River in pursuit now of the ball. Nice job of just pooching it toward the sideline, and we'll have a white throw, and it looks like Bagley out there, and she'll take the throw because she didn't have the leggings on. She's tough. She was playing with just the shorts, and that was Bagley with the throw. Bagley will come down, number 3. You see her right there in front of her team's tent and bench area, and she'll get the ball from the official, and she'll take the throw. It's just about the 35-yard line. She'll back it up and get set for the heave. You see the gentleman in the background, that's Kevin Ratty. Like I said, the men's program winning yesterday here at Mill River 5-1 over Lamoille. And that'll go through the inline, and that'll become a goal kick. Now it'll be interesting to see who they'll have actually take the kick. They've switched up sweepers, and they've also switched up the goalies again after that go-ahead goal at 2-1. That's knocked down by Osmer, and oh, nice stop. She brought it to a dead stop, reversed it, lines it up, puts the kick in, and be wide through the inline. It'll come another goal kick. That's okay though, 6:55 to go. You're keeping the ball down this end of the field where Stratton can't score, and that's sometimes your best defense. So Mill River, after trailing 1-0 and then tying it up 1-1, takes the 2-1 lead in the second half of play. And that will go off from Simpson, and we got a corner. So that ball will go off from Simpson out of play. Bagley will recover it, and we'll have a corner kick for Mill River. And again, you can see they'll have to make an adjustment on the kick to the wind, and it's blowing right into the face of the goalie. Looks like Hernandez has gone into play goal right now, and it'll be Katrupi, who's had the game's first goal for Mill River on a beautiful header. Katrupi will serve up the corner. And she'll step into it, and that's going to be That's the wind catching it right there and putting it right into the side of the net. But again, that clock running. That's 6 minutes to play in the second half. 2-1, the Minutemen with the lead. Coach Chadburn in his 8th year. And being the head varsity coach here at Mill River. Boy, and boy, when you get a short kick and Osmer will step up. Osmer looking for the insurance goal. Will kick it wide. Boy, they're just pressing and they're compressing that into the field on these short kicks and just keeping the pressure on. And again, when the ball's down this end, Stratton can't really do much with it score-wise. And again, number 2 coming up with the kick is going to be Riley, Amanda Riley. So Riley getting set and will lift it and get about 20 yards on the kick. She'll overrun it. Osmer will come in pursuit, and haven't seen Rob come back in the ballgame since she left for the injury. And just a reminder, if Mill River holds on and wins, Saturday's quarterfinal game will be an 11 o'clock start time here at Mill River. And Plouffe will back up, and in Sear Taker time, you notice the pace slow down now with the lead. You want to milk the clock down. Take as much time off that clock as you can. Plouffe, oh, she reached up and whipped that leg around, got it to Kachupi. Kachupi will get the ball through, and here's Osmer. Osmer, did she outkick herself? Yep, nice effort, but it will go through the inline, and we'll again, Mill River keeping the ball down this end of the field with 4:37 and counting. On a very cool, windy day, playoff soccer on PEGTV. Again, Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't forget all the local sports, all that week sports are played on Channel 15. They start at Saturday at 4 and it runs right through the night, right into the Sunday morning church services. And we have a foul and a kick coming up. Plouffe will be called for the foul, and they're going to mark the ball at about the 30-yard line. And again, Stratton has been bottled up here in the second half by Mill River. It's just throttling offense out there. And they did just what Coach Chadburn talked about, kept their patience. They were getting good chances, good shots. They weren't getting the finishes. They didn't get frustrated. They stayed with the game plan, and they finally got a couple of those goals to cooperate with them and go into the back of the net. And the Minutemen just 3:44 away from advancing into the playoffs, into the quarterfinals here on their home turf. That'll be from Osmer out of play. Simpson will take the throw, number 15. And again, good job by all the ball boys and ball girls on the sideline, keeping the action moving, keeping the balls ready for the officials. Osmer looking to take off, has to go to Riley. Riley will get it out of bounds, and it'll become a white throw as we go below 3 minutes and just 15 seconds. As Bagley, they let him play through. Looked like it might have been a handball, but they let him play through it. There's the fake by Osmer. Cross and picked up on the post, and I believe that's Hernandez in there now as they switch goalies again, and she'll again be kicking into a very stiff wind. You see how short the field gets on that wind when it kicks the ball down like that. That's going to be out of play, and we'll have a white throw. Plouffe, in the absence of Rob, now will come in and be the designated thrower. So Kayla Plouffe, the other captain on the squad, number 14, will get set to take the throw. And again, she'll get it high and lobby, looking for Kachupi. That'll roll and stay in play, and it'll be last touched by Stratton, and we'll have a white throw. And again, take their time getting the ball. 2:29 to go in the soccer game. 2-1, the Minutemen with the lead. Get a win here, and they go to the quarterfinals. Kachupi and Day, the goal scorers for Mill River, and this is Kachupi, never got in there. It was blocked up front, even accidentally it was blocked. And Osmer with the spin, trying to bring it wide that one step. There's the shot, and just wide. Was it touched? Yes, corner for Mill River. And not only is this a good deal offensively, but they let that clock keep running. Minute 57 to go, and a corner coming up, and they're going to have Kachupi come down, and she'll get set to take the kick, and you can see the wind at her back there with the flag. As we're down to just 1:46 to go in the second half of play. Kachupi with the first goal, Day with the second goal. That's been the scoring for Mill River. Bierman got the goal for Stratton. Stratton scoring first. And that will roll towards the 7-yard line. It got to about the 3, but never got any further. Bagley will turn, kick it around the defender, try to catch up to it herself. Then the steal by Kachupi with the left foot just wide. But again, just keeping the ball down this end of the field, and that's probably the best play you can have right now with 1:14 to go. And they're down to just about the minute mark now. So the Minutemen a minute away from the win in the playdown in their home turf. As it comes down from Redennis to Plouffe, looking for Kachupi. She'll cut to the inside, and I'll tell you what, you saw a dandy of a playoff game here today. There is time for another rush down the field, but the Minutemen hemming them in and not allowing them to even begin to cross midfield. Osmer with that great acceleration coming in, lining it up, and it'll be saved right on the goal line as Osmer just found open turf to take the shot. And you can hear the crowd with the countdown, 28 seconds left. And it was a 1-1 game at the half. And again, a beautiful header by Kachupi from Day. Got Mill River's first goal, and then Day with the go-ahead goal late in the second half. And well, you can see the sense of urgency out there by Stratton as they're down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Mill River 3, 2, 1, and they're going to come back and get the win on their home turf over Stratton, 2-1, and they will advance now to the quarterfinals. And just a great effort all the way around out there, from their offense to their defense to their goalies. And again, you got to catch this stuff live. To get out, catch a game live, watch it on Channel 15. I always support your student athletes. Congratulations to the Minutemen. A good job by Stratton. And I always support Munger Vision.